Good Sunday afternoon, YouTube. It's time. It's time. What time is it? Time for numbers. Yeah, baby. Got that number time going up on in there. I'll do 38 and 39 because I skipped 38, because I didn't make a video. Because I went home Friday. So, I'll tell you what I got, and I'll tell you my story. Because it's always story time when I get done with that, because, I like to run my mouth, right? Can't wait till y'all can join in, so y'all need to get some more people in here, and that way, we can all talk stupid crap, right? Or useful crap, or whatever. Whatever, right? Anyway, so I'm looking at, as far as week 38, we got 43.76 at about 294 per mile. Yeah. 1,488 miles. And then this week, we got around 1,793 miles. I don't know what that's going to pan out to because I don't have tomorrow's number in there yet. And it might be a hair more. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what this one is. For now, it's at 5,900. And that might go up at approximately 329 a mile, which might go down a hair. It all depends on what I end up with. I've been actually able to do real good, sticking around 337 for all miles before my end number. But this one ended up really good, so we'll get into that in a minute. So last week now, a few things to note, right? Well, or maybe one, I don't know. A few things to note. Be really careful when you're booking these loads. So I got a load from PLS Logistics. They actually paid my detention for this whole debacle that I had to go through. It was ridiculous. I was about ready to rip my hair out because of these clowns. But now, I decided I was going to go home Friday last week. On what day was that? So I've been out all week. I went home Friday on the 18th. I took a load going to Adairsville. No, that's where my first pickup was coming out of there. I took a load going up near Atlanta, okay? And I was looking for a load to get me home, and I was thinking I'll stay out till Saturday. But I didn't. I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? Hold on a minute. Sorry, my nose was bugging me. So I took a load going out of Atlanta. I bid on this load for, say, what was it, 15? I don't remember what the last load was. Hold on a minute. Let me check real quick. So I ended up in LaGrange on Thursday when I was finished, and I could not find a load to save my life, and I lost a bunch of time sitting there in LaGrange. It was a load that I think it went to Lowe's or something like that, and I couldn't find anything coming out of there, which was, you think that you got something going on there in North Georgia area, and I don't know, maybe I'm too picky. I don't know. But then again, with the rates the way they are, I guess I can be that picky because it all worked out for me, or I'm just getting lucky. Either way, it's working out for me. So I finally ended up with a load. I decided I was going to stay there at the P lot and or was it a Love's? The Love's. That place is a dump. The Love's in LaGrange, horrible place. Not one of the worst truck stops in the world, but it is not. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Ratty, like a lot of them, but Lowe's usually is pretty good, which is surprising me. So, anyway, it was the closest truck stop to where I was at. So, I found this load going on Friday morning at 6 o'clock from Atlanta to Midway, and I told them I would do it for $1,100 for a 273 mile load, and they went for it. I'm like, okay, we'll do it. We'll do it for 11. Okay, cool. So that'll give me whatever, 8 something. So after getting this load, I get up there 6 in the morning. I didn't look at the reviews. It's off Fulton Industrial, Gatorade off Fulton Industrial. Don't go there ever, okay? PepsiCo, y'all need to get your crap together and straighten out that warehouse, because that place is it's ridiculous, okay? These reviews have been going on for, I want to say a decade, for a long time, as far as the performance of that place being so pathetically piss poor, okay? And if it's that bad, and the company's getting charged detention because your workers are lazy, you need to get some better workers in there. Of course, if you're not paying them what you pay your regular workers in the warehouses, then maybe you can get away with that. I don't know. PepsiCo's profits are I don't know, their stock keeps going up and down. I still got stock from when I was with Frito, and it's like, it's staying even. I'm like, y'all need to eat some more potato chips, okay? Come on. Anyway, so I got there, right? And the reviews were really bad, like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours wait, and whatnot. So I got there at 6 a.m. I didn't leave there till 10:30ish, 11 o'clock. I don't even know. I think it was 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. And this company, PLS, doesn't start their detention until after, I want to say after 3 hours. And I'm like, I'm probably not going to get this detention, because I've had bad luck with people paying me detention. Like TQL. TQL sucks for detention. Not happy with them guys. And I'll get back to TQL in a minute. Anyway, so it's going to the Target in Midway, another place. Stay away from there. If you get a load going there, don't go there. Don't take the load. Don't sign the Raycon. If you sign the Raycon, go do your job. Quit screwing around. If you didn't sign the Raycon, send it back and say, no, I'm going to need 10 hours of detention stacked on top of this at my rate, not your rate. Anyway, I was pissed. I got my load right now, booked it down there, because I had until 4 p.m. to get there. I got there at 3, right? Got checked in, drop your trailer in the slot that we tell you to drop it in, and go park in the bobtail section. I'm like, okay. The reviews were all like 7+ hours, and the more products you have on that trailer of a different variety, then the longer it's going to take, because they count every single box. So I'm like, can I leave and come back, because I want to go get some food? They're like, oh, we actually recommend that. Well, of course you would recommend that, because your employees are so slow. There I go again. Alright, anyway, I was there. My trailer, the guy knocked on my door or whatever at, no, they called me up. Sorry. 1 o'clock in the morning? Right when my 10 hours was up for actually being stopped. So I dropped the trailer. I ran around the corner to this pizza place that's supposedly really good. They're not really good. I'm not even going to give them the name. So I did leave. I think I left a review there, but whatever. Some pizza joint right down the road in Midway. I got my pizza. No, I got a calzone. So, and their cheese sticks, or their cheesy bread, or whatever, was cheesy garlic bread, and it was terrible, man. Come on. If you're ever down that way and you're in a car, go to a place called Riverboat Pizza. Okay, look it up. You need to go there. They have some awesome pizza. Anyway, enough about pizza. Man, I want some more pizza. I want some Chinese food too. I ain't had none of that in a while. So I was there. My 10 hours, 9.5. So from my appointment time to when I got out of there, it was like 9 hours or something like, I don't know. I got like 9 or 10 hours of detention. So I had $416 worth of detention on there, which is more than I can say for Schneider, because, you know, I would only got like 4 hours and like $100. So, there's that. So the load was actually a good $1,516.25 load for 20 hours of my time. You know, it wouldn't be so bad if didn't have to wait there all the time on my trailer. Anyway, so that's that. Target, screw them people. At least at that facility, as well as Gatorade. So I went home. I got done with that load, woke up, went home, took a nap in the truck, and then called the wife at 7 o'clock. Hey, come get me. So she came and got me Saturday morning, and I stopped at the coffee shop, got me a pine cone and a couple of sausage thingamajiggies, almost like pigs in a blanket, except they're like breakfast sausage wrapped in a biscuit roll type thing. Oh my god. Anyway, so that was the end of that week. And then last week, starting Monday through today, Sunday, I have made a killing. I got a load going to Adairsville from Savannah that I rounded up from JB Hunt. That's just not working. Rounded up from JB Hunt. My pay was $2.32 a mile on that one. And then I got a load from in LaGrange. I mean, it turned out to $3.86 a mile, so it wasn't too bad. But still, I mean, it's the whole concept of why are you making people wait. So then from Adairsville, I got a load in Chattanooga. I deadheaded about 80 miles and got a load for there. 493 miles, $2.60 a mile on that load. Going to Mobile. Do not take a load to Mobile. Unless you want to drive anywhere, because then there's plenty of loads. I sat in Adairsville. I couldn't. That was another place I sat around and lost some time. I couldn't find a load. I don't even remember. It's all just a blur. Anyway, so I called this dude up. Right, I couldn't find a load when I was done in Adairsville. So I called this dude up. He had a load for, I think it was $1,200 or $1,100. Got to have tanker endorsement. And I was like, dude, I'll do it for $1,600. And he's like, all right, well, pickup time is, he's like, first he's like, well, pickup time is so-and-so and delivery time is so-and-so. And I'm like, well, I'd do it for $1,600. He's like, because no, they had it for $1,500. And this is the problem. I had a brain fart the next morning. I should have asked for more money, but I didn't, which is fine. It all worked out. It all came to $2.60 a mile. I could have got more. But he said, he told me what the pickup time was. It's got till such and such a time to pick up. And I'm like, now if I take this load now, by the time I get my rate con, send that in, get rolling down the road, and get to this facility, it'll be right at cutoff time. I don't play that game. I don't deal with that kind of stress. I mean, if I'm that tight on my hours and I'm not already under the load, I don't do that game. I refuse to. So I said, you know what? I tell you what, dude, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to ask for this load or anything. I'm not even going to bother. I said, maybe you got it in the morning. If I ain't got nothing, I'll call you. He said, okay. All right. That's fine. And he loaded miles was actually good on that load. It was over $3 a mile. Anyway, and that was my cut, $2.60 a mile. I mean, it was almost $4 a mile for that load already. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So I started looking for next day loads for the 23rd, and I saw that load was in there for $1,600. So I was like, you know what? Let me call this dude back. So I called him back. It was his cell phone number. I called him back and I said, hey man, I see you posted that load for tomorrow. When can I pick it up? $1,600. I'll do it for $1,600. Why not? He said, you will? I said, yeah. Okay. Well, let me get you the info and yada yada yada. So I booked that load for $16 and rolled up out of there. And went to Mobile. And the problem with this is, here's the thing to know, people. Don't get desperate, right? And that's what I did. I got desperate. I wanted to get the heck out of Adairsville because I wasn't seeing anything good. It wasn't looking good to me anywhere near there that evening, which had my mind in a funk thinking, I ain't going to get jack. I could have waited and then grabbed a load in the morning, the same amount of distance away, So don't get desperate, right? And another thing, check your load availability of the destination you're going to, as well as check the trips coming out of the destination you're going to. Every time, don't just forget about it and get frazzled and let it mess with your head like I did. I got down to Mobile. I picked this load up. I ran it straight through. I got down to Mobile. I had 15 minutes left on my clock when I pulled up in that building. And I wouldn't have if they hadn't loaded me in about 25 minutes and unloaded. Well, they unloaded me in about the same amount of time. They were really quick. Great guys. I got no complaints about that place. So there I was in Mobile, Alabama. Went around the corner to the Loves or whatever it was. This one was actually fairly decent. And couldn't find a load getting up out of there. I don't know. I'm getting picky about my loads. But I found a quick run going from Robertsdale to Birmingham. And then I found another one going from, and that was like the same day, right? I picked that load up and I delivered it on the same, no, I didn't. That's where I lost my time, because I dropped this load off that evening. I didn't lose any time. But I picked that load up in the morning. The Robertsdale I picked up in the morning. It was only 266 miles, so I lost half a day there. But at the rate, if you play your game right, it's not going to matter how much time you lose. Unless it's an exorbitant amount of time, right? So I lost a little bit of time there because I drove the 266 miles and then I had to wait to get unloaded in Birmingham. Another wonderful place. But I got unloaded there on the 25th and got a load from Birmingham, picked up Prattville and went to Middletown, Ohio. And that one I rounded up for 15. So, not bad so far. And that one dropped Saturday in Middletown. And Saturday morning I grabbed the load. Saturday morning. So I was sitting around. I had just started looking at the load board. And this load popped up that was like 168 miles. $2,200. And this is too good to be true. I checked a credit report. They came back clean. Approved. I'm like, $2,200. Something's wrong with this load. I called. I got a voicemail. It was posted a second time without an amount on it. I called that number and I got a voicemail. So I left a message that said, look, and it said plated trailer, 53-foot dry van, swing door plated trailer. I said, 53-foot dry van, plated trailer, empty now, ready to roll. Here's my number. This is my MC number. Got a call back within 5 minutes. The guy said, we had a nice little chat, and he had to get a carrier packet filled out, so I sent that info. I said, send it to this email address, he'll fill it out. He said, all right, as soon as I get that, he's like, hang on, let me take this off the board. Cool. Yeah. So, sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time. And that was going to Columbus from Dunkirk, Indiana. So my deadhead wasn't too bad on that. My deadhead was 124 miles. But still, after I pay out, I got $6.45 a mile on that load. So the whole week has been very good. This is a $7,300 week. $7,375 Monday through Sunday. Now the numbers I told you, why it's at $5,900 right now, that's not Sunday through Monday. That is the rollover from, I'm not going to go into all that. It's the rollover from last week into this week, because the last 3 days of this week, I won't get paid until next week because banks ain't open. Yeah, everybody's open but the bank. I don't care. It don't matter. My rate's going up. I'm doing better. Now, admittedly, it's going to end up faltering eventually, but so far my monthly is at $2.57 a mile. Last month was $1.72. My goal is to stay at like stay at around $1.70, $1.80, right, for me, or more, because then I'll be comparable to what I was making at Schneider, which is what I'm looking at. And that's another thing. From coming from Schneider to coming over here, my expenses are almost the same. Like if I had y'all, when I was there, I didn't have $4,000 weeks. Mine averaged $3,500 a week, pretty much. I was just starting to hit a couple of fours right before I decided to get my own truck. So, and then I got this truck and I eased off. So you can do 4 in the Midwest, especially right now with Schneider. Although, with the way your tablets are acting, if you're with them, you poor people. But yeah, I did pretty good so far. In my month, it's not quite up, but this has been the most profitable month out of all of them in the past 9 months. And August is the third most profitable. The second is March, and I didn't have any issues when COVID hit. I was actually making pretty good. So, because before all this craziness happened, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all could do it. I actually had 6 weeks there out of the first 19 that I actually hit over 4,000 with Schneider. So, I mean, you can do it. But after you take out your truck payment, your insurance, your fuel, you can walk around with 2 after that, right? Right around there. Depending on what your expenses are. So, almost 2. So, I don't know. That's about all I got, people. 2,200 miles, man. For 149. I did it down to 149 miles because I went and took, what did I do? I took 67 or something like that. From Dunkirk, I didn't go the way the GPS. One of them wanted me to go one way, and one of them wanted me to go another way. So I was looking at it, and I measured it out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not in a hurry, right? So let me tell you a story about this load. So I got the load, and the guy told me, he says, it's probably going to take him a little while to load you because this is an evening crew. I mean, this is the Saturday crew. There's not a lot of people there. Yeah, no doubt. There's like 4 cars outside, right? I don't think nothing of that when I get there because, cars can park on the other side of the building that I can't see. I pull up outside that place, and I go inside to check in. Pickup time was like, I don't know, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. or some such nonsense. I got there at 3, I think. So I got there at 3, whatever time it was, and go inside to check in. The guy says, after the other guy gets out of my way, that's in front of me, he says, okay, what's your pickup number, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. He's like, oh, you're a live load. It's like, oh, you're one of those guys. You're not supposed to be loaded until tomorrow. Beg pardon? Baking powder? Yeah. He said, well, so it might take a little while. I said, will a $20 bill speed up the process? I was about to start throwing money at this dude. He's like, unfortunately, modern technology won't allow me to do anything. I said, oh, okay, stupid robots. And he just laughed and nodded his head. Yeah, because robots are the ones loading. There's like, what, 2 warehouses or a warehouse and a silo and some looks like an abandoned building. And if you look up Dunkirk, Indiana, you can see where the place is. And note, that place is ran with robots. So, that was funny though. I mean, he said, all right, I tell you what, go put it in door 23, slide your tent at the rear, drop your trailer, and go park over there in Bobtail Slot. It's going to be a long night. But, you know what? Money talks, right? I wasn't really complaining. I'll be all right. I'll live. Ain't no big deal. So I get over there, drop the trailer, go park, chill out, relax, finish putting my stuff in my computer because I hadn't been putting nothing in the laptop for like 2 weeks. I only put a week in there. About a week ago, I decided to start doing it. I just decided to go ahead and finish it. So I did all that and waited. Finally, at 7 p.m., I had 10 minutes left on my drive clock. Or 7 minutes. Your trailer's ready. It's a freaking jerk one wonder she freaking ready. Okay, alright. So I go talk to them, and they're like, yeah, go get your trailer, your paperwork will be in the back, and leave the white sheets over here. Alright. So I creep over there. I do that stupid 5-mile-an-hour shuffle because I didn't want to click the clock on because, even though I got yard moves and stuff, I didn't want to mess with any of that. I didn't want nothing messing with my time in case. Now the broker had called, the second shift or third shift broker had called. She said it was actually her account. So she said, yeah, we've been going back and forth with these guys. They're giving us an issue about getting loaded and whatnot. So please bear with us. They said they needed it for production, and they're not going to unload anybody until all 4 of y'all there. So I'm trying to coordinate with the other drivers and make sure y'all get there around 10 o'clock tomorrow. 10 o'clock. I can do that. Okay. So I got my trailer and I told them, I was like, I'm just going to park over there. He's like, it's okay, right? They said, yeah. I was like, cool. Because otherwise I was going to use PC and go to, I don't know, the closest place was like 20 miles. There's nothing there. It was like 20 miles down the road. I'm like, I don't want to drive that far on PC, man. Anyway, so I parked over there in a hole somewhere and hid in the corner and took my break. Man, I hope y'all can hear this over this fan. I took my break and I got up in the morning and left at about 7 or a hair before 7. Went up. Yeah, I took 67 to 33 and rode that all the way in until I hit 270 and then jumped on the 71. So, and that cut like 20 miles off, and I'm like, I'm not in a hurry. Looks like there's still a truck over there that I swear is one of the ones of the 4 that the other 2 guys, I don't know where they are. They're not around anywhere. But I was the first one there. So, and again, I got to the drop at Budweiser. I was the first one there. The security guard didn't even know what was going on. Punched in the kiosk. Oh, hang on, let me delete this. Let me talk to somebody. He had to call somebody. They didn't know what was going on. I got there at 10:37. Nobody else is there but me as far as those 4 trucks. So, I mean, if you're trying to coordinate with somebody and tell them they need to be there at 10, shouldn't they, like, be there at 10? They got to leave before I did. I had plenty of time to make it at least close enough. Oh my God, that was crazy. But I got unloaded pretty early. I was done by 12:30 or something like that, 1 o'clock, I don't know. And I got out of there. I said, screw it. I wasn't going to do much anyway this weekend but my laundry. Excuse me. So, but that's it. I mean, that's all. And I'm going to hang out up here for a little while. I'm probably going to run some shorties. I might stay up here another week and a half instead of going home this weekend because I got to make some money. The stuff we're looking at doing is going to cost me 10 to 15 grand or 20. And if I can't get an advance on what I'm trying to get in advance on is going to have to come out of my pocket. I don't have a problem coming out of my pocket, but I'm trying to add everything into one pile. So pray that what we want to happen happens. It's almost 100% chance it will. I'm just waiting on one or two more things to go through. So anyway, 30 minutes running my mouth about all kinds of stupid crap. But like I said, don't let where you're at get you frazzled. Just chill out for a minute. Think about what you're doing. And don't let these brokers, just because one laughs at you doesn't mean that another one's not going to take the offer you got. I saw some loads in there. They were paying $600 for, like, I don't know, and this was earlier in the week in a different area. They were paying like $600 for a 200-mile run, which, okay, $3 a mile. That's not bad, but there was another broker in there for a 200-mile run that was paying like $1,100-$1,200, and it's like, I'm sorry, why would I use you? And you're going to tell me all you can go up is $50 more if I can go to this guy, not even ask him to go up any more money and take more than what you're offering. And trust me, you want to ask for more. So that's part of the game. That's like buying a car, a used car. Used. New cars, there's, I don't know, they change their little things. Anyway, that's about all I got for this beautiful Sunday. I don't know. I thought there was something else that I wanted to discuss, but I don't want to go over my 30 minutes too much. Don't get desperate. Check your load availability. Yeah, that's all she wrote, folks. So, and yeah, you might be making more, or you get that all the time. Congratulations. I'm a rookie, okay? I'll get there eventually I'm hoping eventually, you know, and I know it'll happen. I'll be able to get maybe a steady customer or something like that. So, and even if I don't, whatever. Y'all have a blessed day.